All right. Not bad. I was accidentally muted. Anyways, welcome to the My Winter Isekai Shogi Intro Lesson segment. Today we have three wonderful hosts slash guests. First off, we have Carol Sensei, links in the descriptions, of course, who will be teaching us how to play Shogi. And we have Jienjien from Shogi Malaysia, who will be also co-hosting this segment. So right now, let me just unmute. Let me just let them know. First of all, welcome everyone to my Winter Isekai. Really grateful that you guys joined in and looking forward to this segment. Just let them know. So right now, let's have the folks introduce themselves. All right. Let me just unmute desktop audio. Currently, we're going through introductions. If anyone is interested in introducing themselves,
We start by top to bottom.
Is it from?
I agree.
Yeah, I guess I'll start since I'm at the top of the voice chat. Hi, I'm Cheese. I'm a average gamer, and I'm here to learn shogi for fun. Nice.
Okay, so I assume now it's my turn. Hi everybody, my name is Ethan Dialis. I'm a mercenary from the future. I've decided to come by today's shogi lesson because I found it a very fascinating game, and I hope we can all enjoy ourselves here.
Wait, can you say that a bit louder? It didn't really track your voice.
Oh, okay. Apologies. My name is Ethan Dialis. I'm a mercenary from the future, and I'm attending this shogi lesson today because I found the game quite fascinating, and I hope that we can all have fun here.
Hmm.
Greetings, as I was not to Sickness Weekly. We're back with my Winter Isekai. I'm flaming Cygnet. People are probably sick of me already, but I have no idea what I am. I'm here because I don't know. I'm just here.
I thought
Alright,
you were
that's all.
you were a plague doctor though.
Yes, I'm a Flake Doctors. I'm also a squid. I don't know what I am. Carry on. Let's go.
All right.
My turn.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Jienjien. I'm president of Shogi Malaysia, so I'll be co-hosting this session. Hope everyone enjoy playing and learning shogi today with Karo Sensei. Next will be King Claude.
All right, my turn.
Mhm.
All right, good day to you, everyone. My name is Cloud, the self-proclaimed king and the galactic admiral. Nice to meet you, everyone.
Right. So next is
Next, that's all.
so next is Kurisu.
Hello. Hi, my name is Kurisu Kowa. I'm a new VTuber. I'm from Project Hikayat. I never played Shogi, but apparently I heard it's very similar to Valorant, Jonka. There's also battleships, if not mistaken. It sounds really fun. So hopefully I get to learn a thing or two. So yes, I hope I have fun and everyone else as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
You sweet innocent soul.
I'm Kineko. I'm mostly a gamer. I actually play more of the English chess, but let's try Shogi Japanese chess. Yay! I'm a pirate cat. Bye.
All right. Next is Ryo.
Hello, minasan, RyoDaWolf desu. So today we are playing shogi. I wanted to learn shogi because this morning I got beaten by bot 4 times. So here I am trying to learn how to play shogi.
No worries. I always got beaten by bot.
Yep.
We all start from somewhere.
All right. Next is Ryuken.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello. My name is Ryuken Vermillion. I'm from my group. I'm a Dragon Slayer VTuber. Nice to meet you guys. So you get to learn shogi a bit. I have a idea how to play a bit of shogi, but yeah, I'm still just a newbie, so I want to learn some more. And thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you very much for joining. Next is Shika.
Mister, you're gonna have to read it out.
Okay, so this one will be in the muted chat, so just let me. So the name is Shika Physix, still new in VTuber, and I'm interested in learning shogi. Welcome to the shogi party. Welcome. And next would be our sensei, Karo sensei.
Hello, everyone. My name is Karolina. I am ladies professional. One dan. I play shogi since I was 16, so it's half of my life. And yeah, today I will have the pleasure of teaching you all how this amazing game works.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much. And last but not least, we have ZeroAiden.
Kohong. Hello everyone, my name is ZeroAiden. I'm a variety streamer from Twitch, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm here today to learn shogi because, well, I watched 2 anime shogis and I found it very, very interesting. So here I am learning shogi. My initial perception of it's basically chess but advanced chess. So here I am, learning it and becoming an anime protagonist, maybe becoming Ryo one day. So we'll see how it goes.
Ryo, could it be that you watched Ryo no Oshigoto by chance?
Yes, I did.
Anyways, without further ado, if everyone's ready, let us begin this shogi intro lesson.
All right, guys, I didn't unmute myself. Is everyone on the Lee Shogi study?
Hi.
Yes, we are.
Hi, Sensei.
All right. So first thing first, I assume not all of us can read kanji, right? So this webpage actually allows us to choose the piece set that make it easier for us to learn. So if you go to top right, click on your nickname and click on the piece set, you can choose a set that looks the most fun to you.
There's one with a dog.
Yeah, there is a dog. It's called the animal set. There are the ones that use the symbols instead of the kanji, and there are the ones which show kanji with the movement, yeah? There's few of them that show the movement. The ones in the middle, for example, the animal set, and the ones on the bottom. If you're used to chess, the last set will be useful. If you're used to kanji, maybe one of those middle ones will be useful to you.
Oh, now I can understand the board much better.
Okay, if you guys, choose your favorite one, and then maybe let's see which one you chose, guys.
Yeah, I suppose getting used to the pieces themselves is a matter of practice and playing this game
Yes.
effectively.
I personally think it's better to choose something we can see the movement and the kanji as well.
Yes. So I personally use the 4th row, the first one, which may look ugly. So I use the blackboard on the background. It shows the kanji and it shows the movement of it. I personally learned shogi using the last set, the chess-alike one. If you like animals, hey, there's the animal set as well. So if you feel like challenge and try kanji anyway, I could explain how the kanji works so that it's easier to remember. So just tell me what is your preference, maybe.
I think we should start with learning about the kanji.
Okay. So everybody got the... I need to set up something quickly, sorry.
No worries, take your time.
Everybody got the proper piece? Okay, I set it up correctly, all right. So it will be weird if you chose animal and I'm gonna explain kanji. So maybe for now you guys can come back to the kanji set. So that I can explain. I don't know where should we start. Yeah, if you guys want to know more about Japanese culture, I can start there. If you strictly want to learn how the game works, I could go there. How do you feel like, guys?
Also,
do you want some culture background or?
Also, just
Personally, I would like to say personally, I think it'll be fascinating to learn about the culture of shogi as well as how to play it. So you can give a brief
Yeah, basically
culture
we can
insight.
feel the game.
All right. So shogi is a game that came to Japan. Nobody knows how. Some people say it came through the sea through was it Vietnam? Thai. Through Thai, maybe through China. Nobody knows exactly. But as you can see, yeah, it uses kanji, so it might be a little bit inspired by Chinese chess. But there is one piece that's called silver, and its movement is really similar to Thai chess. So it might have came through different routes to Japan. But generally, they say the origin of the game is India, which is game Chaturanga, which, if you play chess, you may know is the same route as chess. But if you think of shogi and chess, that will be like far away cousins. Yeah, it's not like one is the original other; they're more like cousins or brothers. Shogi was invented like 500 years ago in the current form. Previously, we had like a lot of pieces, small pieces. There wasn't a special rule about piece returning to the board. You're gonna learn later. It was quite boring. It was quite drawish. But once that rule was introduced, cool version of shogi, the one that you see on your screen, was made. A professional system was created to let's start this. Shogunate decided that there will be schools of shogi sending their teachers across the Japan, teaching people for money. And the best of those teachers would compete for the most prestigious title, Meijin. There were also shogi festivals every year in front of the shogun, called Castle Shogi. But then the culture disappeared together with the shogunate because it wasn't sponsored. It only came back like 100 years ago when the newspapers realized, oh, people actually like to read about shogi. Let's pay money to strong players to give us nice shogi games to publish. And so a professional system was born. Professional Shogi Association was born. It's called GSA, Japan Shogi Association. And then among that, I think like 50 years ago, maybe less, the lady professional system was made as well. And I am the first foreigner to join that system as a lady pro, yeah? So shogi history is the professional history is pretty new. Shogi has 500 years. So it's kind of weird because you will see that those professional players will go to a tatami room. They're going to sit on like pillows in seiza, on Japanese way of sitting. They're going to play on the floorboard. It will look very traditional. But then after the game, you will have a bunch of reporters coming into the room, like taking pictures of them. So this is where those two words, like the old word and the new word, will mix together. In similar way, like we're using those traditional pieces with kanji, yeah, there are many rituals, like onegaishimasu before the game, bow before the game, bow after the game, the proper way of setting up the pieces on the board, and so on. But then, nowadays, professionals will learn how to play shogi and study it using computers. So again, the old mixes with new, so... And here we are, yeah, streaming about shogi. This is also a pretty new trend. So you guys came into an amazing time of shogi development in the world. You're joining us here, yeah? Where the tradition meets the new.
Once again,
okay. Yeah?
No, I was just going to say, once again, it's a huge honor, and once again, congratulations on being the first foreign female professional player.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. How do we start from here? Do you guys have any experience with chess? This is usually the first question I ask. With chess or Japanese chess, any type of board games?
I do have experience in chess, yes.
Okay.
I had
I
sorry.
do play chess and Chinese chess as well, just a little bit, not too much.
I have experience losing in chess, if that's what you mean.
That counts, yes.
Okay, cool.
I
I don't like
have
playing dumb though.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. I just I used to play chess with my father. We were using an old set, and I've used to play it in school, but I've never really won anything.
Oh, it is cropped. Oops.
So we say they're cousins, and technically those two games we have similar strategies, similar rules. So let's start with the kanji set, maybe. Yeah, today we're very ambitious. We're gonna look at this piece now. I hope you guys see. No, wait. Right click. Yeah, you guys see the piece I selected with an circle.
Yes, we see it.
So this is king. Yeah, king is drawn like this. And if you guys are not used to kanji, I like to imagine this as a flag with a cross inside of it. You guys probably see the arrows on your screen. Can you see the arrows?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes,
Yep.
yes.
Wait, let me repeat.
It requires a little bit imagination. Sorry about it. I wish I had like a whiteboard to like draw it, but yeah. So this is the king. This is the most important piece in your camp, and this guy on top will be the enemy king. Can you tell me, how do you differentiate whose king it is? Can you see some differences between them? They have no color, right? How do you tell which one is which?
There is a small teardrop on the bottom king, and the top king has no such teardrop. It's a
Okay,
different stroke.
that's one thing. Anything else?
The position.
Like the direction of the piece, right?
Yeah, direction. Yeah.
So each piece has like this type of arrow on top of them. Not sure if you can see it. Like this king faces this direction, this king faces this direction. And other pieces as well. Like they seem to be upside down compared to those pieces. So if your piece is facing you, that's going to be your piece. If it's upside down, that's going to be enemy piece. And the dot thing that someone noticed, it's a really nice spotted thing. The dot thing is again where the cultural thing comes in. You guys probably read in like manga or something, you have senpai and kohai, right? You have those social standings. So one person socially is higher than the other, right? In this way, in shogi, if you have a title holder and you have a challenger, the title holder will take this king and the challenger will take this king to show respect of the higher position. If I teach you today in the exhibition game, I'm going to take this king as a sensei, and you're going to take this king as the like newcomer, yeah? So that's the difference. They move the same, they behave the same, it's just this cultural thing. Well spotted. All right, if you have chess experience, how do I show it? It's really much easier to explain this stuff on the real board. I'm sorry, it's like the computer board. This is the king, you probably see. You can... Yeah, so now the question is, do we explain kanji or do we explain the movement first?
I think for time's sake, let's explain the movement.
All right, so I want you guys to change the pieces to the ones you want to learn it on. Forget about the kanji for now. If you wanted to use animal set, set it to animal set. If you wanted the symbols, set it to symbols, because now we're going to learn the movement. The king will be moving like this, one square around itself. It's the same as in chess. So what does it mean? Shogi is a turn-based game. First player makes a move, then the other player makes a move, then first player makes a move again, and so on. So if I want to move a piece in my turn, I choose one of those squares, yeah? So if I want to move it here, I'm going to move it here, yeah? But I have all those options to move to. That's the king. So king is in the middle, yeah?
Mhm.
Now, next to the king, and it's going to be like symmetrical like this. You can see those pieces here and here and here. Those are symmetrical. The one next to the king, that's going to be a gold general.
Mhm.
And gold general, if you think of the king movement, it's the same apart from those two squares. The other way to remember it, like a plus, and all the squares forward. I prefer this way of remembering, yeah?
Mhm.
So it's quite a weak piece. Yeah, it moves only one square around itself and not diagonally backward. But it's a good defender to have next to your king. Think of it as a samurai in a golden armor. Okay? Guys, if you have any questions, just stop me immediately, okay?
Yeah, one thing I want to add is
Uh-huh.
if anyone wants to talk or like that, feel free to talk. Don't need to worry about.
Yeah.
That's a question, but I'll save that for later because it's more of like the piece set introduction. We'll get into that later.
Okay. And next we have silver generals. So silver, remember, gold is a plus, right? Silver will be an X, and then going forward. Or if you prefer this way, if you have a king, it doesn't go to those three squares. So this piece is more agile because it can move diagonally, and usually it's used in attack. Yeah, compared to gold, which was like this, it affects less squares. I think of a gold as a tree and a silver as a human jumping. That may help
So
you as well.
basically, gold and silver are two completely different, right?
Yeah, they are two completely different. I think of them like brothers. They have different specialities, but they feel similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are these pieces usually reserved for like defensive positions?
So, if of course depends on your strategy, but we say that you should keep 3 generals to keep your king safe, and 1 general, silver, in the attack. So mostly they will stay in the camp because of their limited movement, yeah?
I see.
Okay, good. Strategical question. I see somebody is making an image in their mind. All right, so those are like those metal pieces. They are quite strong, but not as strong as big pieces. There will be your defenders, yeah? Next we have knights. Knights are kind of weird for the chess players. The knight, there are 2 ways to remember the movement. You go 1, 2, and then you choose left or right. So
So
jumps.
it's basically like a chess horse.
Yes,
Like chess
basically.
course, but only those 2 squares. It cannot
so
go
it's forward, can
sideways.
go back.
Yes, it cannot go back, it cannot go sideways. Keep that in mind.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah. So if you think of it, it's like a horse that has blinds on their eyes and they can only look forward. Or I used to call them kamikaze knights. They just go forward.
So
The other
it's a-
way to remember is
so-
like this. Yeah.
So it's a pawn that can only turn left or right. They can only go forward, left, or right, and that's it.
They can go to those 2 squares that I selected on the screen.
One question
Just
here.
those 2 squares.
One question
Yes?
here. Is it this? Can you pass through another pieces just like the knights in chess?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Can you pass through the pieces just like the in the chess?
Capture. Yes, we're gonna get there. First, I need to teach them how they move,
No.
right?
I mean passing through. Not necessarily capture.
Passing through. A jump over,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's what you mean?
that one.
Okay. Yes. So even if the knight, I mean, this is impossible position, but let me set it up. Even if the knight is surrounded like this, as long as those 2 squares are open, it can go there. That's what you asked about?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, in Chinese chess, it's impossible. In shogi, it doesn't matter if there is a piece in front of it.
This
So
is
yeah,
This is a very interesting strategic, tactical compunctions because this thing has no way to go backwards.
yeah, and there's no way to block it. Yeah, it's pretty strong piece as well. And yeah, it cannot go backwards. So we have to learn what happens when you reach the end of the board later. So yeah, for
Comrade,
people
the
who
only way is forwards.
yeah, for people who don't know chess, you go 2 squares forward, left or right, or 1 square forward diagonal. But basically, it's like this L shape. One of those 2 squares the knight can go to. The knights are confusing, yeah. So you have 2 of those, and then in the corner you have lances. And lance is basically a piece that goes only forward again, like this. So you can choose this square or this square or this square or this square or this or this. But once you get there, you cannot go back. If it makes sense.
It's a one-way trip.
Yes, exactly. Okay, now we have 3 more. Those are pawns, and pawns are pieces that just go forward 1 square. And chess players, warning here, they also capture the same way. All the pieces capture the same way they move.
But they
Not
only
that-
capture the one at the front, right? Not diagonally.
Yes, not diagonally. No pieces has this weird movement like in chess. They just capture the same way they move. Yeah, so there is a piece in front of this pawn, it will eat that piece, if it's the enemy piece, yeah? No diagonal shenanigans. No en passant, no,
If I
yeah.
am not mistaken, if the pawn is, and then behind the pawn there is another pawn, it's a violation, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Okay.
Yes, it's called double pound. We're gonna get there, yeah. L10, did you have a question or?
Yes, I've heard the question about the pawn movement. Thank you for asking me.
What's the question?
Oh, you mean my question?
Yeah. Did you
Oh,
have a question?
I didn't have a question. I was just mostly asking for this particular for the castle equivalent just now. There's only one line forward, right? There's no
Yeah.
left to right movement.
No, just forward.
Okay, I see. All right, I have no questions. All right.
I mean,
I
did
have
you?
Yeah, I did. So basically, the chess just goes to the block where there's another chess piece, and it's not like what's dumb in English again, where you jump over and that means you're eating it. What's
Sorry,
dumb in English? Checkers, I think. Drops.
checkers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another game. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just eats the one in front of it. That's it.
Yeah, it doesn't jump over. It just
Uh-huh.
will capture the piece that it walks upon. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I'm gonna show you after this an example of capture, but I have to finish. Yeah. We have 2 more pieces. Yeah. After that, I will show you example. So we have this is gonna be confusing because your king is here, right? And on your left side there is a bishop. If the opponent's king is here, on their left side there is a bishop. So they look at each other, yeah? And the bishop moves the same as in chess. It's gonna move diagonally, like this. The kanji for it is literally diagonal mover, so again, I can choose, I go to this square, and I move there, and then I will be blocked there, yeah? I will be able just to move on this diagonal. If I go to this square, then I will be able to move to those, yeah? So he doesn't have any limitation like the lens, yeah?
Like if say we go diagonally to the upright side, if we
This
go
here?
upright, can we fall back to down left?
Yeah, of course. The next move, yeah? Yeah. We can go any of those squares, in fact. As long as there is no other piece blocking us. But examples later, yeah? Next, the rook. The rook is on our right side and on their right side. Rook is the same in chess. They're gonna move like a big cross. So bishop diagonal, rook like a cross, yeah? So you may seem that, oh, rook is very similar to gold general and bishop is very similar to silver general in a way, yeah? Because diagonals and crosses. That might be important in tactics like 2 years from now, but it's a nice thing to notice as well, yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you a few moves on the board. See, I move my pawn forward, then enemy moved their pawn forward, then I move it again, then they move it again. Yeah, it's turn-based game. Then I move my pawn in front of the enemy pawn, right? It's their turn, and because their pawn can move on top of our pawn, they eat it. Where did the pawn go? Do you see where did the pawn go?
To
You
the
captured
other
it.
side.
Yeah,
Yes,
the right
here,
side.
yeah, top right. The top right, we call it hand, and the one on the top is the enemy's hand, and the one on the bottom is ours hand. So now I'm gonna take this rook and move it forward, right? Because the rook can move forward. And I will capture this pawn. But please notice that I showed you that rook can move like this, right? But here, I cannot move past this pawn because it's blocking me. I cannot jump over it. The knight is the only piece that can jump, yeah? So my rook is limited by this pawn here. I will capture it. Where did the pawn go? You see? My hand on the bottom? It appeared, yeah?
Bottom right.
All right. So now the enemy's turn. They're gonna move their pawn. And you can see I'm gonna capture it with my pawn, right? And now, yes, they could recapture it with the rook again, making symmetrical position. But in shogi we have a cool rule. Very cool rule. The pieces that we have in hand, we can drop onto the board again. So they can take this pawn, and on any free square, for now, I know there's a special rule for pawns, but for now, for any free square, they can drop it. And so it happens they drop it in front of my bishop. And the bishop has nowhere to go. Isn't it painful?
That's a very interesting and cruel move, but I love it.
Yeah, so to talk about more difficult stuff, this opening line that we're showing is the most famous opening trap. It seems like Sente is attacking Sente. The bottom player is attacking first, but actually because of the drop rule, the top player is faster. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So then we can capture another piece. Okay, I would have to explain what just happened. But before that, I'm gonna just ignore it. And look, now I got a bishop. And I can drop it here, for example. Yeah, so I have a choice. Move a piece on the board or use a piece in hand. It's like those board games. Oh, play card A, play card B. No, two choices in shogi. Move or drop. So here I drop bishop to a free square on the board. Attacking the rook, attacking the pawn at the same time. Does the drop rule make sense so far, guys?
Yeah. I just noticed that one of the pieces was changed when you moved it. When
Yeah,
you moved
we're
the pawn.
ignoring this for now. We're ignoring that for now.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Sorry.
next step. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
no
ignore
problem.
that.
Yeah, I can see the. Yeah, we can see it.
Mm-hmm. So to explain that, we call it promotion, yeah? To explain that promotion, remember how in the beginning of the game we had those pieces set up here and those pieces set up here? And I don't know, depending on your board, like toward this direction, there should be 4 dots on your board. Do you see the dots maybe in the middle of the board?
Yes.
So those 4 dots can help you like divide the board into 3 by 3 by 3. And basically on the bottom, because there are your pieces, we call it your camp. And this one on top, we call the enemy camp. And if any of your pieces, if any of your pieces were to enter that camp, so let's say they play a different move, here our pawn will eat this pawn and enter the enemy camp. We will have an option to promote it. So if I don't promote, it looks like this, yeah? Pawn takes pawn, cool. But I have the option to promote it, and then it turns crazy red, and it levels up the piece. It's very important. Does it make sense, yeah? Entering enemy camp means we can promote.
Excuse me, but it is not necessary to actually promote it, right?
No, you have a choice, yes. But in this
Okay.
case, because it's a pawn, 99% of the time you will promote it.
I mean, like, if we're promoting a bishop, it's going to be bad, right?
Sorry, if we promote
A bishop.
a
bishop.
No, it's gonna make your bishop stronger, so it's gonna be a good thing.
Okay.
So basically, the idea of promotion is a strategical thing because once it's behind enemy lines and it's promoted, it cannot change itself back to its original form. So pawns usually will benefit from this. But I've also managed to get some info from other videos that some of the pieces change radically when they're promoted. So it's all about the choice of how to keep this piece in play, right, as best as you can.
Yes. So I will now show you how exactly the promotion works. I just need to set it up quickly. I messed up horribly. Give me a sec. So basically we have two types of promotion. Oh my god, I hate Lishogi. Stop it, Lishogi. I'm sorry, guys.
Don't
worries,
worry,
take
it's
your
not
time.
a My Winter Isekai stream if nothing goes scuffed.
What?
It's always has been, isn't it?
All right, here we go. So, you guys remember we have 8 pieces in Shogi, and we had king, we had gold general, silver general, knight, lance, pawn. Yeah, those are all our small pieces. If any of those small pieces enter the enemy camp, they become the big brother. The gold general, the tree guy. Remember the tree guy? That's so simple. All the small pieces become the big brother because this is their dream, right? All the young brother wants to become the big brother, yeah? You can see that all those pieces promote to those. Depending on your piece set, that might look weird. They might look similar. If it's kanji, it will look crazy. And this is why you should choose a good piece set that's gonna make it easier for you to learn, yeah? If it's kanji, those 3 kanjis is the same as this kanji, actually. So it's quite confusing. They're very similar. Once you promote a piece, it will stay promoted until it's captured. So basically forever, yeah? Unless it disappears from the board. So yes, you cannot take it back. So it doesn't matter for a pawn, yeah? Pawn becomes so much stronger, yeah? Pawn that moves only forward suddenly can move all those squares around. So that's a great promotion. This is the best promotion you can have in the game. The problem starts when you have a knight and a lance, and they have very unique movements. Yeah, knight jumps, and then it will turn to a very heavy piece that just goes around. So sometimes you want to keep the promotion from happening. For example, you move the knight here and you want to fork 2 pieces. But the promotion, you have to do it if the piece cannot move after the movement. So lance entering the last row wouldn't have a movement, you have to promote. Pawn entering the last row doesn't have a movement, you have to promote. Knight, it's those 2 rows, basically, because the knight jumps 3 squares forward, right? So if the knight, this knight, for example, goes here, it has to promote as well. Okay?
So yeah, considering this factor in, how do we play with this to our advantage, or at least to minimize the loss of this knight once it goes into this territory? Because either it gets eaten or it's just stuck there, and we don't want to move it because the movement
Yeah,
is
so
really good.
this is a very, very good strategical question. This is something you will have to figure out by getting more and more experience in the game. Basically, each piece has a value, and if you're able to exchange this knight for one of those guys, you achieved material advantage. So you would like to promote or fork pieces or surround the king. There are many ideas you can have around this rule, basically. There is not one answer.
I see. So
Mhm.
the personal question, because you're quite experienced with this game. That's
Yeah.
pretty much an understatement. But I would like to know what is your personal place when the knight is at this I would like to say the breaking point personally. So what will you do?
So generally, it's really hard to you have this knight here. It's really hard to bring it here. So usually what happens is enemy will promote, you will promote, and you will end up with the knight in hand. And you want to wait for the proper timing to use it. For example, you're going to surround the enemy king. Let me just set it up quickly. I'm going to make the most stupid position in the shogi world, but this is the position. We have the talking surrounding the enemy king, right? He is protected by 2 pawns. But then I use the knight to drop it to checkmate the enemy king. Similarly,
I see.
if I don't drop it, but if it was here, I don't promote it, right? Because it's not a check. If I keep it unpromoted, it's going to be a checkmate. So this would be one example.
I see.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks for the question. And so those are the small pieces. Finally, we have big pieces, which is the rook and the bishop. So this is promoted rook. It's called a dragon king. It moves exactly same as the rook, plus those 4 squares. So it's kind of mix of a rook and king in one, or mix of a rook and a 1 squared bishop, whatever helps you. Rook and the squares around it. Yeah? So it's a more powerful rook, basically. Same with the horse. Horse is a promoted bishop. Dragon horse, it's called, but we call it a horse to differentiate it from the dragon king. This is a horse. So it's a bishop that can change the diagonal it's standing on. Bishop and a king in one. Does it make sense?
Yeah, this is a very powerful piece. Really.
Yes, those 2 powerful pieces, rook and the bishop, when they promote, they just wreak havoc. And this is why you should promote your pieces, because they're so amazing. And this is also the first thing that you should learn about shogi, is how to promote your pieces and how to defend your camp from the enemy pieces promotion, because this is so powerful. All right, to go back to our example, yeah, which was this one, I believe. And I talked about the pawn drop here. Pawn drop by our side. And here, amazing thing happened. Now you know, guys, this is the promotion, right? But I want you to notice that I said if your piece enters the promotion zone, it can promote. But we just dropped a pawn. It didn't promote, right? It stayed the pawn. So the rule about promotion is it has to be a move. So we drop a pawn, a piece normally, and then only on the next turn, once the pawn moves, it can be promoted. Dropping in the promotion zone doesn't promote, yeah? Moving to the promotion zone, moving inside the promotion zone, or moving outside the promotion zone, it's gonna allow you to get the right to promote. So for example, here, bishop enters, the promotion zone gets the right to promote. Here, we move the pawn, we get the right to promote. We take it with the rook. Rook takes the rook, we get the right to promote. But as I take the rook, it becomes rook again. I took the dragon, became rook. I told you the promotion stays until the piece is taken, yeah? And this is why pawn promotion is so terrifying. Because promoted pawn moves like a gold, but once the enemy takes it, it becomes a pawn again. Terrifying, isn't it?
I like the idea of overwhelming
Very
power.
scary.
Mm-hmm. So just one more example. Let's say we didn't promote this bishop, and now we escape the promotion zone. We also are able to promote because we touched the promotion zone, okay? But if we were to move away, not promote, then we lose the option to promote, yeah? So remember, you have only that time to decide about the promotion. Okay, you ready for the most confusing shogi rule ever? This is gonna be the last one.
Bring it.
Bring it, gotcha.
Yeah,
So
my
remember,
brain is ready.
remember when I told you that you can drop any piece to any square that's free? I lied. There are rules about it. So let's say you have this position, you have 3 pawns on the board. And if I want to drop the rook, yes, I can drop anywhere. Yeah, in the enemy zone, in my zone, here, whatever, yeah? The best place, by the way, is enemy zone because next I can make a dragon, yeah? Just a side note. Similar with the bishop. It doesn't matter, anywhere is okay. I cannot drop it on top of my pawn, though, or top of enemy pawns, yeah? Any free square. Same with gold, same with silver. Now we have those 3 pieces that move only forward. What happens if I drop the lance on the last square? Well, I cannot. This is the maximum I can go to. I cannot drop it here because that's illegal. It won't have a movement. It's easy to understand, right, guys?
Yeah, so basically you cannot drop a
Yes.
piece that as a
Doesn't have
result
a
of
move.
being as a result of being there actually cannot move. So it's got to be in a space in the enemy's camp that it can move.
Yes. I mean, so this is might be confusing because, oh, what if there is a piece in front of it and it cannot move? No, we're talking about the situation, no matter how the position changes, it cannot move. So the last row for pawns, the last row for lances, no matter the position, they cannot move, right?
Mm.
And then the knight, this is the maximum it can go to. Those 2 rows are illegal for the knight. Because it would
Yes.
jump off the board, right?
Yeah.
But again, on the next move, we have to promote. Remember that, yeah? And yeah, we cannot drop promote. That's not a thing. Okay, and now the most confusing rule. Pawns. You, as a player, can have only 1 pawn per column. 1 pawn. So the only squares I can drop the pawn on are those here. Yeah. Those are the only squares I can drop the pawn to. Anything around here, anything around there, it's illegal.
Mm.
This one too. Do you understand that? 1 pawn per column.
Yep.
So this
Putting
is okay.
pawn in front of the king is illegal, right?
Okay, wait, that's another step. RyoDaWolf, I know. I know you're advanced. Good question. Any question?
But can actually, what is the reason behind like pawns being only limited to their lanes
Okay.
and rows?
Imagine I drop a pawn and pawn and pawn and pawn and pawn and pawn. Wouldn't that be an impenetrable wall?
Oh yeah, no one can move. Yeah, no
Yeah,
one can
so
move
it's
at all.
quite silly. So this is why they made this rule 1 pawn per column.
What about the promoted pawn?
Yeah, promoted pawn doesn't count. So you can have a
Oh.
promoted pawn here and drop a pawn here. That's completely fine.
Okay, yeah, because the promoted pawn has the direction to get out of that situation.
No, it's just that it's not a pawn. It's a promoted pawn. It doesn't count.
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And notice that pawns take the same way they move, so there's no way you can end up by moving the pawn diagonally. It's just the matter of how you drop the pawn that you can end up making illegal move. So this is called nifu, double pawn. Ni being 2 in Japanese, fu being a pawn, nifu. And this is the first curse that you hear shogi players shout during tournaments. No, I made a nifu! So don't do it. It's gonna, like, you can have the best position on the board, you make a nifu, you lose. Yeah? Then the next rule that ZeroAiden mentioned is you cannot win shogi game by a pawn drop. It sounds silly, but you cannot win shogi game by a pawn drop. So let's say this position, the king cannot move, right? There's the token here protecting all the squares. The king cannot move here because it's his own pawn. And I cannot physically drop a pawn in front of the king because Lee Shogi forbids me to. This is illegal move. Pawn drop is illegal. It's just a rule. So for example, if I drop pawn here, then they play a move, then I push this pawn, that's okay. I cannot directly drop a pawn to here because that wins the game by a pawn drop. It's illegal. I don't know why they made this rule. Maybe to make shogi more interesting, because pawn drop mates seem like something that happens often, but because it's illegal, it makes it more interesting. So this is the mistake number 2 that beginner makes. Finally, you promoted your pieces. You surrounded the enemy king, and then you lose because of the pawn drop mate. That's the most painful experience, number 2.
It's like an airstrike.
Yeah. So, I think those all are the rules. There is, of course, draw rule. So you cannot make infinite checks in shogi because you will lose. This is not a draw. Infinite check will mean you lose the game. If you repeat the same position 4 times, it's a draw. And there is one more specific case of a draw that I'm not going to explain. I refuse to explain the entering king. That's for advanced players, all right? Any questions?
No questions so far that we don't think we can, experience by playing the game ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So we can try simultaneous game. I'm gonna play you guys all at once. You wanna try?
That sounds like it'll be a disaster.
Wait,
Let's
seriously?
do it.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, why not? Let's go.
In that case, I'll be
We can
adding.
play 1 or 2 games if you want.
Jienjien, you have to carry us.
This is,
I
How
will
do you
try.
play?
I mean, this is 1v1. No more carry each other.
Sure.
So I
But
will give
will
you
it be
time
a
limit.
handicap?
No handicap. They need
No
to learn
handicap?
how the game
Okay.
works, right?
Okay. Wow,
Um,
you guys are having a great chance because you're playing against a real pro.
You know what
I'm
this
very
reminds me
nervous
of?
right now.
I mean,
You
why
know
not?
that
It's an
Russian-
honor.
I can't tell which one.
It is, yeah.
I'll
but
be back in a second.
y'all
yeah.
know that one meme where the Russian TV show be like, oh, I'm not the one playing you. It's going to be Alexander Karpov, the Soviet Union's grandmaster of chess. This is kind of that, isn't it?
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
that one.
And then you
And
guys
anyway, it is. I have to do something now. So thank you. I know Karolina just kind of left, but thank you. Send my regards to her. I have to get ready to leave to do something. So thanks for having me around.
No, thank you very much for joining.
would like
Send,
to
send my regards to something.
All right, no problem. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you
for
so
having me
much.
around.
see you.
Oh, thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Thank you so much for
Take
teaching
care.
us this. I'll
Thank you
definitely
so
try this
much.
out. All right, see ya.
See you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
other
baby.
people, I posted a link in the channel. You can enter there, and you have to click join button, I believe.
The shogi. Wait, wait,
The Shogi
wait,
link,
where?
yeah. In the muted channel.
And oh, muted.
Yeah.
All right. Currently, I have it
Okay.
pulled up.
Oh wait, Q,
So-
you didn't get anything?
Get what?
What she taught us about shogi?
More or less. Just
Okay, should be good enough.
Wait, quick question:
Okay,
is there a way to
someone in my
spectate?
chat just
I'm gonna try wing it.
right. Someone in my chat just said, "Well, Flaming, now you are basically a Shogi pro already. Show us your mastery." Yeah, now I'm gonna die.
We haven't started and we're already drowning. That was
you,
nice.
You need the confidence, right? Okay, I have 6 guys. You have more people, right, joining?
Yeah, we have, I think,
CheezKun is here. Jen, Flaming, you're here. Claude. Claude is not here.
Like, why are you not here?
What do you mean?
Kuris.
You're not in the.
that's
Join
the
the
new
simultaneous
link.
game.
There is
Oh,
a new link. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, sorry. I didn't know this. All right, here you go.
Shika
And Claude
is
sleeping
here.
in class.
Ryuken, everybody joined. Okay, Miss Claude.
Oh.
Okay, who else?
Is
Kurisu.
Riken inside? I don't.
I
Risu
think
is here.
Kurisu is here. Miss
Shika's here.
Ryo.
Joshua,
I don't-
I think, but Joshua's AFK, I think.
Oh wait, Josh, if you want to play, you could join.
Yeah, he's muted on our end too, so.
Wait, let me just WhatsApp him.
Okay, Ryuken, are you here? Oh, here you are. Okay. And then 0. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
11. Okay, Josh. So we're waiting for Josh if he wants to. So yeah, after the game, I can I can analyze your game on my stream. If you want, like,
Well, I'm gonna
one
be a
of the-
beginner now.
I can post it here probably. Yeah, I will analyze it in the previous study that we looked on. And there is a time limit, so don't think too much. You will have like 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes, and then you're gonna enter Byoyomi. So if you enter Byoyomi, that means you have 1 minute per move. If you run out of time, you run out of time. Yeah?
Quick question.
Just be careful.
Wait, is it 20 minutes per move or?
No. 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes in general.
Oh.
And after 20 minutes, you will have 1 minute per move. So it's a very long time. I don't think you're gonna use it all. Just in case it happens, yeah.
Just double checking. Is there a way to spectate? Because
Yes, I think in the same link that I posted, it's gonna show all the games at once in the bottom.
All at once.
Yeah, once it starts, it's gonna show all at once. And unfortunately, my stream will have a eye seizure because I'm gonna blink between the boards. So if you guys wanna watch it, you should go to the YouTube, I guess.
okay, let me just withdraw just in case I get dragged into a match.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Shika, we're gonna be doing the equivalent of button mashing. My level
Why
of tactics,
button?
even
Exactly.
in Milk Sims, is everyone have a rifle charge. So this is gonna be interesting at least.
You want to know what's a funny thing that I end up saying MSG becoming SMG, and then somebody gonna say M16 seasoning. Let's go.
Wow, jeez.
Oh god, this is
yes.
gonna be great.
Acronym at the best when I can't spell.
Should we start? I know we're waiting for Joshua, but it seems like...
Yeah, I think we can just go ahead then.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, you guys ready? Any questions? This is the last time you
Just
can
wait,
ask a
Joshua
question.
is texting me. Just waiting.
Okay.
Okay. So he's
Okay,
finishing
we
up
got
work, so he
Ryuken.
can't at the moment. No worries.
You know, usually I say good luck to my opponent, but I don't. I think I need it way more than anyone at this point.
Good luck to you then.
Good luck, Cygnet.
Yeah.
Oh, good
You
luck.
can wing it. Just wing it.
Good luck.
All right, let's go. Start.
Okay,
go.
Allah can help me now.
Oh shit.
Just move.
So
Right.
each of you is playing the first move. You have to
Right.
play the first move.
So
Oh,
currently
my
we are
lord.
looking through.
You know, I'm gonna just go and not think, I guess.
Wait.
Make a preset.
One thing I'll say that's pretty impressive is there's no what is it? Usually when you're playing against a higher player, aren't there usually less pieces?
You know,
Oh shit.
Sun Tzu once said that all was a deception, and Sun Tzu also said that do things that enemy would not expect. So if I don't know what I'm doing, he will not know what I'm doing either.
I will know. Don't worry.
Let me just make this.
Oh, I got a winning position in one of the games already.
Oh, that's great to know.
And
But
Undo.
Okay.
Oh, in 2 games already. Okay.
Oh shit.
oh, by Allah, help me, God.
To be fair, you guys are playing without what was the terminology? Like
Handicap.
yeah, without handicap. So you guys are doing
In
pretty
2
well.
games?
That's
Oh,
what
no.
I'll say.
Let's see how I can salvage this current situation.
I don't think I can salvage this.
One person is playing better than expected.
Let's practice.
Check.
Okay.
Scary.
What the?
This is scary.
At this moment, I'm
Checkmate.
wishing that I actually had the shogi knowledge to be able to commentate on every
Well,
single
Oh,
match.
my page crashed. I clicked too fast and my page crashed for a second.
Honestly, I just don't want to be the first one to get checkmate. That is all. Oh,
I was the first one.
Yes, I already won like 1 or 2 games.
Okay, good. At least I'm not the first. I actually do not know how to react with this one.
Okay, 2
Let's
games
see.
I
are
did not
over.
time how long I did that. It's like less than 5 seconds to lose.
Scheiße.
Somebody speaking German. I'm terrified.
Oh.
By the way, is there a rule where if you don't eat, you lose the piece?
What do you mean you don't eat?
Well, the
Like
time
in-
you didn't move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in droughts, if you do not eat the piece in front of you, you lose the piece that you have.
No?
No.
No, so I can choose not to eat.
Not to capture, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. You can play another move.
right. Let me think this.
You don't need to eat every piece in front of you.
Yeah. It's not like
Yeah.
it's forced. No, it's not forced.
Otherwise, you'll be
One person is
Pac-Man.
playing the
Nom, nom,
actual
nom.
opening. I'm terrified. Why?
Wait, is it
Who is
Jienjien
that?
by chance?
Oh.
Oh, maybe Jienjien. Maybe
Jienjien.
That's me.
For a second.
Oh no.
I'm
The
trying.
Jienjien. Oh my god. Yeah, Jienjien scared me. I'm like, oh my god, is it a Shogi genius?
I think Aiden is one of the more experienced players because he watched a lot of videos before this lesson.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that's.
But
that's pretty-
unfortunately, he can't join.
No, ZeroAiden is here.
Oh, Aiden.
Oh, that was.
Oh, Dillis.
Dillis, yes. Aiden Dillis.
Wait, where the hell did that come from? Oh, that. Okay. Right.
You can do this, Cygnet.
Oh my lord.
At this point, I think Shogi is becoming some kind of game that is gonna die.
Yeah, but I'm freaking dead.
Okay. Let's see. By Allah, guide me.
My God.
I think this is more stressful than playing Valorant at this point.
So Kurisu had a point with it being Valorant, similar to Valorant.
Okay, right. Uh, let's see.
We're still alive.
I'm still alive somehow.
Still alive.
Wow. You guys
Kurisu.
are pro.
Go, go, go.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. The devil when I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no doubt
Oh,
about it.
what?
Wow. Somebody knows
Oh,
karaoke.
shit! Oh no! I didn't realize what I just did.
Messed up.
Ah, better 9. Ta 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 ta.
Ita-ta-ta-ta.
What is that? What is that?
Painful. painful.
9.
Oh,
It's a
9.
German suddenly.
This is
Checkmate.
Ah.
Oh my god, who lost the rook? Kuri, Kuri, no! Kuri, no!
Ah.
Oh my, oh
Guys,
my.
internally.
Oh my.
Yikes! I lost.
Eternally? What? No, you can't. Not
Both
yet.
of you are losing badly. Yes, I am BP. Thank you.
I think we
Oh,
should
that
have
was
a
fun.
prize for the person that actually lost the longest.
Well,
Lost the
yeah,
longest or
yeah,
last
should
the
be.
longest?
That's the
Lost.
fast, the latest.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think should exclude me because I have more experience.
Shika is playing pretty well.
No, your level is the pro, so we're gonna include from don't know how to play this game to middle and pro.
Pro,
Yeah.
pro.
You know
Yeah, the
what?
ultimate pro.
The
There
person
is
You know what?
4 games ongoing. There were
The
10
fact
to
that I
begin with.
lasted this long is good enough.
You did well. No worries.
You did well. You're better
Now
than
give me my
me.
cookie.
I'll give
Yeah,
you the
Shika
break.
is playing pretty well.
Bullshit. But Shika's the one who's in chat saying, "Let's see who's first out." Random bullshit go.
I don't know, was it me being out first or was it second? Can't tell. Because I remember
I
the
think
guys
the night drop, whoever was checkmated by a night drop was first.
Nigel.
Yeah.
How do I see other people?
I think so.
I think you can open the same link and it should show you all the games ongoing.
Okay, gotcha. There you go. Yikes, that's a lot.
How long is that? Yep. Estimated. I think this is a
Hold.
total of 24 move.
Hold. You guys hold.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Hold
no,
the
sorry,
fort.
right?
Oh shit.
Checkmate.
Sorry,
Oh my
Kuala
goodness.
Lumpur has fallen. I have lost.
I know I made mistake somewhere. on the left side. Damn it.
You can do this, folks.
I was too pressurized on the left side. Dang it. Makita.
She got 6 wins already. Who's gonna be the next
Seven,
one?
actually, but
Oh.
Yeah. Bro, I forget. I forgot his. Hey, at least you're not trying to play it like what do you call that game? Total War. That's what I had in mind this whole time. So
No worries, Sig. This simultaneous battle is a total war, though.
it is, yes, but not in the way I expected it to be.
I'm trying to concentrate. It's really hard playing so many games at once.
Oh my goodness.
How does it even?
Oh
Jen,
my
you're our
god.
last hope. Carry us.
Okay, I'm gonna run. Run. Run.
Why
some
are you
reason-
running?
Why are you running? Oh no, I'm gonna die.
What?
8.
8 already?
Karo too strong.
Yeah, it's like he's a professional or something. Gee.
Sus.
2 games left. So Ryuken is the one that's holding the longest. It seems, apart from Jen. Jen is cheating. Jen has more experience.
Yeah, Jen has more experience.
Chica's holding well too, despite saying that he's playing random bullshit. So
Oh, Shika too, right? Shika too.
Oh,
He
yeah,
just didn't play a move in a long time. So I forgot.
even though he just said, "Bro, I forgot this isn't chess."
Oh yeah, it's 7 games ongoing. I mistook. Yeah, so 7 wins, 3 ongoing. Okay.
Sag.
Oh, you took it, Jen. You kamikaze.
Kamikaze.
Where's Jen's king? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he's castled. Yeah, he. Oh no, he had castle now. Now he's like surrounded. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Stalingrad all over again.
Jen, if you lose before the other people,
And then we can talk freely.
Sudoku, yes.
Jen, come on, you have to call in the Siberian reinforcement.
I have 12 minutes. I can wait 12 minutes for my moves.
Yo, bro,
Minutes.
this
That's
is
cheating.
no, this is his tactic.
Remember, Sun Tzu says no nations benefit from a prolonged war unless you're Russia and you're fucking what do you call that?
Hey,
But this
remember
also-
this is an event.
No,
You mean lots of
remember-
resources? Like lots of resources?
Yeah, you just need a lot of resources and apparently a railway from Siberia.
Why
Mhm.
are we going away
why
from
Siberia?
Siberia?
Oh yeah, because the turning
because-
point.
Yeah, winter
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, also the turning
Ah.
point during the war is when the Siberian reinforcement came. Basically, the Soviet Union be like,
Wait, who
the
is
Western is
now?
falling, so let's just conscript everyone from the site where there isn't a war.
Wait, who's the last
What
one
could go wrong?
playing?
Wow.
Wait, Jen, you died already?
Oh,
Yes.
Dang.
Shika, come on! Believe
Time to
in
carry us.
something.
Shika is doing very well.
Yeah, Shika, Ryuken, they're still holding it.
no, there's only one playing right now.
Yeah, Shika's the only one left.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Shika. Oh my. Oh.
Because using the power of friendship.
No,
Wait, what? Shika,
No.
no pressure, but you're our only hope. This is definitely no pressure whatsoever.
No, please no. Power of friendship is
Oh.
overrated.
I would like to talk about more about it. Shika, Ryuken, me are from Sweets NY. Yay. So
Okay,
come and see our group.
let's focus on this right now
Go,
because this
go
is the
support
last
them.
one.
Support us and then we play Shogi and then let the Shogi master of Shika do it. The
No.
new,
I mean,
the new
it-
master.
It's only fair that somebody named after Shikamaru is the strongest at Shogi, you know? Shikamaru is a Naruto character that played Shogi. So.
Mhm.
If I remember
Okay.
correctly, wasn't
wonder
this
if I
the
can
reason
travel-
where how you got into shogi in the first place? Like in
Yes.
Naruto?
Yep.
Oh.
Shikamaru. Yeah.
Mister, should I try doing like that weird old host voice I used to do? Remember that?
Wait, what?
Suddenly.
Let's watch the bot, Joseph. Yes, and it seems that Shika is moving her pawn forward. No, wait, that's not Shika. I think that's
Shika.
That's,
Shika, let's try his best.
Karo.
Oh, yeah.
Shika's
GG.
trying his best, but I believe it's a GG
Wow.
now, and the war's over. We've lost.
Yes, we lost.
Anybody in particular wants their game to be analyzed first?
I do it. Get the humiliation out of the way quickly.
Kuneko, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
no?
Cygnet.
Was it,
Cygnet.
who was
maybe
it?
Cygnet.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, it was Flaming Cygnet. All right.
Yes.
Sure. Let's go. So I copy this. I never done it before. Export. No, wait. Give me a second.
No,
Oh
not
my
export. Kifu, yeah.
Kifu? Download. But do I have to download it?
No, you just need to
can't you-
copy it.
Yeah, copy,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
can't you just like click on the moves on the right side and just?
I'm gonna go back to the previous study so that people don't get confused where it is.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you now look at the study, you should see the game that we played. Okay.
All right.
So I am on top. Flaming is on the bottom. Yes. So I want you to take a notice what I did. I open my bishop line and I open my rook line. So my two powerful pieces, I enable them as quickly as possible.
Oh.
That's the main idea. And then here, because this pawn is unprotected, I just take it. And now I continue to activate my rook. And this knights, knights are very tricky. Knights usually do better not moving. Knight moving here means it can go only to this square. And this creates a weakness here. My bishop could promote now. If the knight was still here, it was protecting this square.
Uh-huh.
But now it got promoted. It's a check, and it's a rook attacking. So I take the rook. And here I threaten the bishop's head, so it would be good to take this pawn to defend. It was ignored, so I create an amazing token.
Yeah, I forgot that was the line where it gets promoted.
Yeah, then you lose the bishop as the effect and a silver, so you lose 2 pieces because of that one mistake.
Yeah.
And then I surround you. So in chess, I guess not only in chess, but in shogi, it's important to surround the king, not continue checking, but surrounding, yeah? So your king had these 2 squares to escape. Because of this knight drop, it's completely surrounded, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all I have to do is to put more pressure. And it seems like this bishop you can take for free, right?
Yeah.
But as you take it, this disturbs this defender. I take this one and checkmate you with gold drop at the head, with the same gold that was defending this king. Shogi is evil, as you can see.
I see.
This particular shape, gold on the head of the king, is called like it, yeah, gold at the head. And it's the first basic mating shape you should know. The gold is protected, so the king cannot take it. The king is surrounded. It's a checkmate. So, yeah, endgame, shogi endgame, yeah? The material doesn't matter. I give up a whole bishop, the most important piece after the king. I just give it away for free because I want a checkmate. And it's all forced, yeah? Shogi, check, check, checkmate. Call it mate in free. A very scary tactic at the end. How do you feel after this game?
All was is a game of deception. Sun Tzu.
Yes. The bishop definitely is such piece here.
This reminds me of that one thing where I think it was from Shrek, where it was like, you all are a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh, yeah. Farquaad, yeah. So that's it. I'm the Farquaad. That's the moral of today's lesson, I guess.
Yep.
Anybody else would like their game to be quickly looked upon?
Thank you.
Yeah, you managed to pressure me on move 26, so
Okay,
I would like
zero,
what goes wrong because I was really pressurized.
Okay, I'm gonna open it in the same screen. So you're on the bottom, I'm on the top. Again, I open my rook and bishop. You also did that, which is great.
That's the idea, yeah.
And this is important. I refuse your exchange of the rook pawn. I defend it. So that's like the first tactic you would learn in shogi. Then you float your rook. This is quite dangerous because of the bishop drop, but it's fine for now. Then you jump the knight. Jumping knight early is not a good idea in general. But you defended pretty solidly. You put the gold here, yeah. So I would recommend you take this first and then move the gold.
Yeah, because like because like that's the problem, because like how will I defend that way? That's my problem, because I need to get that rook in check, because that's my problem. That's a huge pressure over there.
So maybe before dropping the bishop, moving the gold, this shape, the gold, is very strong defense against the rook in general. Same way I did, right? I did the same
Right.
thing. So this is the basic of static rook opening. Here, unfortunately, I had a tactic, because I disturb your shape and I get the initiative to drop my pawn. And I have this tactic.
Right, yeah.
Where I just break through and create a token. So this is where I succeeded. I created a token. That's a success to me. So in order to avoid it, do not allow me take this vanguard pawn. And do not allow me the vanguard pawn. You have to either defend earlier or here take temporarily. I mean, you can always take, drop it again. And then move the gold. Your roof is complete, right? The roof of your castle. It's the safer way to defend here.
Right.
Yeah, it's unfortunate I had bishop in head, which enabled me, yeah. Elsewhere it was good defense. This was what kills you here, basically.
Yeah, because I'm trying to pressure you on the right side.
But I like how you started attacking here. This is the correct intuition in shogi. Because you admit, oh, I have no defense against this token, I will counterattack. This is correct. If you had one more pawn, which you don't, unfortunately, you would be able to block my rook.
Yeah, that's the problem, and that's where I was stuck for a moment.
Yeah, maybe using this bishop, you would be able. If you had two, you can drop, rook takes, pawn drop, rook goes back, and then you can take this. You're just missing this one pawn. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Lady things, right.
Yeah, you have really good intuition, Zero. But here I have a checkmate, yeah? Here.
Yeah,
So this is...
I noticed that there's no way.
Yeah, so here you need to enable yourself an escape route. So if you block my rook like this, it blocks it, right?
Right, okay.
Then you enable the escape.
Right.
Yeah, but you're probably really good. I'm quite surprised, Zero. Yeah, really well done. Okay. Anybody else? Maybe last one?
Who else did
Anybody
the
curious?
best? I think
Maybe we can look at Jen's,
I
like
think-
how does advanced shogi player like opening looks like, yeah? What's the difference? So this is Jen's shogi, yeah?
Time for roasting.
So Jens plays this specific strategy where he moves his rook first. And I also moved my rook. So the way normal shogi opening works, I told you 3 generals in defense, right? So you can see that we spent a lot of time moving our kings to the different spots and like creating weird shape with our generals. Here, yeah? I have this shape and Jen has this shape. Those are called castles. To be more specific, Jen's castle is called Twin Gold because there are 2 golds next to each other. And my castle is called Mino Castle. Mino is a Japanese word of a place. So we divide our board into attack and defense. Defense and attack. Why do we do it? Because we want to keep the strongest piece, the rook, and king apart. Why? Well, if the king and the rook are close, and for example enemy drops a knight, forks them, you lose immediately. If I attack the rook, and at the same time I attack the king, that would be super great move to make, right? So do not allow that to happen. Keep them apart to begin with. And then castle, depending on what your enemy attack is, this castle is strong here. So it's strong against this rook. So this is like super advanced strategy. I also made an appropriate castle. The castle is good because the generals defend each other. They're connected. So this will be opening. And as the pieces exchange happen, This is middle game. And our priorities changes. Not the king defense. Now we're trying to find a way to attack. So first we prepare our king, then the crazy stuff starts to happen. Pieces fly all over the board. It's really hard to judge. But the main point of this phase is to activate all of your pieces. Look, my knight and my lance are gone. They're somewhere here threatening the enemy king. This is the timing when you move the knight. When you're ready to fight. If you activate more pieces than your opponent, you have the advantage. And here, Jen's rook is blocked by a silver, so my rook is better. I have the advantage, simply speaking. Now, many confusing things are happening, but this king, silver and knight disappeared from the defenders, and therefore I have easier time continuing attack. And now we enter endgame. The castle is gone. The question is, how exactly do we capture this king? Again, the idea of surrounding is really good here. I decided to attack with my rook here and put a promoted silver here. This king is surrounded. He has nowhere to go. Therefore, it makes it easier to finally capture it. The rook drop creates a checkmate. Does it sound good, guys?
Yep. See, I have just to correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm understanding this wrongly, but so basically most players would spend like the first say 5 or 10 minutes just preparing the stage so that the remaining time is used to fully concentrate on attacking or defending without worrying about setting the stage and preparing an escape route, etc., etc. Is it?
By time you mean the first moves, right?
Yeah.
So yes, we're gonna use opening phase to prepare our king, to prepare our attack.
I see, gotcha.
Unless the enemy is kamikaze and he starts attacking and then we have to drop it all in order to defend. That's usually how it goes, yeah.
I see. Alright.
So those are those 3 main phases, yeah? Opening, middle game, end game. Each of those have different principles, different focus points. But yes, the opening will be for now the most confusing to you guys. The opening is this preparation. I see Shika is typing, so I don't know if it's a question. Just kamikaze. Yeah, I mean, just kamikaze is a strategy in shogi. It's called freestyle. You just ignore all the opening principles. Like, for example, there's this very crazy opening called side pawn picker. And there is no middle game. It's so crazy there is no middle game. Suddenly you sacrifice the rook, yeah. Suddenly the enemy bishop promotes. Suddenly you sacrifice a silver. Like, this is an opening that exists in shogi, yes. But this would require you to know the endgame principles very well. You're probably like, oh, what is going on the screen? I have the same feeling. I never learned this opening, so...
Thank you for the analysis.
No problem. Any other questions? Is it all? Did you guys have fun? I hope. A little
think
bit.
everyone is-
Oh, it's fun.
Brain is fried.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, my brain's running Windows 95 right now. Windows 7 just crashed.
Oh wow.
no. Oh.
Yeah, my experience with teaching shogi is like after 1.5 hours, people are like, nope, I brain fried. Yep. So yeah, just take a break. Yeah, you can try again tomorrow or something. Don't force yourself too much. Yeah.
And I want to play another game.
Now?
I'm down.
Yeah, why
down.
not?
If
Tomorrow.
there's still time,
Aw.
Hello.
yes, it's like Valorant but less swear.
At least it's much better, right?
No, Kurisu. The swearing this time is more internal.
I think it's better. It's much more better because it's 1v1 instead of 5v5 because you don't have to carry your team.
Yeah.
True.
But
We
yeah,
were
just-
10v1.
No, please no.
10v1 against Cygnet.
Toxic.
Why? Why me?
Oh, you guys can play each other if you want, and we can watch
I mean, I'm down.
gladiator style.
Just
F it.
double
Yeah,
checking.
why not? Let's go.
Mhm.
With whoever
So,
at this
who's gonna
point, I
fight
don't
who?
care.
Just double checking. Do you guys want to continue on the stream, or because there is an announcement, and I also want to double check on Carl Sensei's time since we've already passed the 1 hour mark.
Oh yeah,
I think off stream is fine.
yeah. I think it's best to do the announcement since
Yeah,
we
do
are
it,
almost done.
Mm.
Yeah.
In that case,
Yeah, it's like
Better to
all
keep
I wanted to
priorities.
teach you as a first lesson, like all the rules I explained. You had your first feeling at the game. That's my experience. That this is like the maximum people concentration they can, give.
Wait. Where's all the pieces?
in that case, I
Um,
guess we should actually announce the follow up of the intro lesson. So this will of course be a long time from now. It'll be in December, but we actually will be hosting a shogi tournament. And Jienjien, would you like to give the honors and actually announce the name?
No. You say it.
No, I insist.
Oh, it's the V Imo O Sen.
In English, is basically the V in parentheses.
The translation is Tuber.
Yes, the Tuber King tournament.
Tuber King tournament. Yes.
And we credit
tuberculosis.
oh my god. We credit this wonderful name by Suwako no Bankai, correct?
Yes, and he's in chat as well.
Welcome. Thank you for giving us such a wonderful name.
Just to give like a little bit background, in Shogi World we have like around 8 titles, and each of them like is called like Dragon King or Meijin, stuff like this. This is why
Yeah,
we
that's
have
why I learned from the anime. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. So this
Since
is why
you
it's
guys are
kinda cool.
VTubers.
Yeah.
Since you
The
guys are
king of
VTuber, we came up with the
VTubers.
King Tuber.
But yes, without
So Mysterio can start explaining more about the tournament.
Okay. So the way the tournament works is it will be in a tier format. So basically, players will play against each other. Most likely, we'll handle it randomized. We'll randomize it, and basically, the winners will continue to proceed as normal. But the interesting thing about it is we will actually have a consolidation tier as well. So those who lost against in the first match, no worries. You're going to be facing each other's in the consolidation match, and the winner in the end of both the consolidation bracket and the champions bracket will actually face off in the final shogi
Okay, so basically there's a winner bracket and loser bracket, right?
consolidation law. Please word
Yeah.
it better.
Yeah, to put it easily, winners bracket and losers bracket.
But yes, the winner of both brackets will be faced against each other, and yes, I will leave the prizes and what happens next as a secret. So definitely stay tuned until then.
Ooh, mysterious, as expected.
But yes, without further ado, I would like to say thank you everyone for joining and participating in the My Winter Isekai Shogi intro lesson. I would like to give a warm thanks to Carl Sensei and Jienjien.
No!
Everything
No,
okay?
sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Flaming
much.
is playing with someone else.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
But yes, we'll be ending it here. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
So, Mysterio, I would like to do a short announcement.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So Shogi Malaysia, as you know is a club in Malaysia,
Hmm.
and we sometimes do real life meetups. So the next meetup is on the 10th July. If you guys are near SS15, we are hosting it there. Feel free to join. More info on the Shogi Malaysia Facebook page.
S15 got LRT.
Yes, there's an
Okay, nice.
LRT.
Is it around Selangor?
Yes, it's Selangor.
Ah,
It's
Oh,
in
is it?
Subang,
Is it near the Japanese club?
near the Japanese club. No,
No, wait, no.
it's
Japanese
in
club is
Sunter,
Alam,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's near Inti.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to join, come over and play shogi. I'll bring all the boards, and we can play shogi there.
Promise you shogi on the real board. That feels super
Yes,
different.
when you can slap the pieces on the board,
You
it
can
feels
slap the pieces.
super.
Slap pieces, my anime.
It's
I'm not
Yes.
mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, like for me, I'm actually a kendo player. There is like ethic before playing and all.
Yes. They're gonna teach you everything.
All right.
I am slightly jealous that I'm in America right now.
Fly.
Just
Book a
fly
ticket
to
now.
Malaysia. Just fly to Malaysia. Don't ask any question. Just do it.
Oi, who
Yes.
sponsors the flight?
Just ask
You lah.
anyone.
Wow.
Pay yourself lah.
But yes, I'll be
Ask
posting.
anyone, but not me.
I'll be posting the Facebook link onto the chat. But wait, is there any last announcements or such
Oh no.
before we end it?
There you go.
No, I think that's all.
All right.
Thank you,
I still
guys,
have no
for
idea what I'm
coming.
playing with though.
Thank you so much, everyone. Hope to see you in the future again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need any
Nice.
resources, just shout in the Shogi channel.
Also, thank you for teaching us.
With pleasure.
Thank you so much. I had fun though, even though it was stressful.
Thank you, Chris.
Next time it's gonna be less stressful, I promise.
Thank
You
you
know,
so
Yeah.
much.
So in the future, I think we'll do more of these
Let me
if you
just
guys want.